For me, this is a serious topic and a serious discussion, and I want to explain to you why I do not believe that gun rights are an outright for every American. And I'm not even talking about those that are non-felons. I'm going to tell you a little story about the last 10 years of my life, and maybe help put together why I believe that Alzheimer's, dementia, and guns do not mix, match, and go well together. So my dad, amazing guy, he was a, by the way, I'm a gun dealer. So if I'm talking to you that say that not everybody's, shouldn't be allowed to own guns, I'm going to explain to you why. I listened to interesting podcast today on Facebook at the recommendation of a kind of a new old friend of mine named Tanya. And my dad was an avid gun collector. When he died, he had something like 90 guns. And that's kind of an average collector. Like, I know people that have hundreds of guns, and they're very proud of them, and they like them, and the thought of getting them out of their cold, dead hands is like going to be impossible. But when you have mental illness, or you have things in your life, in your family, and if you have a family member that has Alzheimer's, or if you have a family member that has dementia, I'm going to try to talk to you on a level to be kind and to be considerate and to be loving while they're going through memory changes in life. But my dad, when he passed away, left a fairly decent gun collection. My mother took those, and then after some family members split a few things up, my mother was left with 2 handguns. That's all she wanted. She gave me like 2. I ended up 2 of my dad's handguns, and then she kept the other 2 guns. My mother now is in her 5th certified year of dementia. She's probably actually had dementia about probably going on 10 years. It's been a slow decline for her. We didn't realize it more when my dad died that she had those problems. But listen, along with dementia, along with the forgetfulness, along with the cognitive skills, there is a decline that's gradual, and you want to see your family member as the person they used to be. You want to think that they'll make good, solid decisions like they used to make. But the truth of the matter is, when your frontal lobe is affected and your ability to have the decision-making processes that you used to have as they diminish, it's very hard to begin taking rights from someone. And I say this with, I say this with a lot of concern, because those who do not understand or who have not lived through this, when you're seeing it for the first time, honestly, sometimes you're pissed off, like you're aggravated, you're mad. Why don't they understand? And why is this an issue? And you want your kids, your grandkids, they see their grandparents. You want your kids to be able to have fun at the grandparents' house without the concern for accidental violence. I learned something today, that people who contemplate suicide often do it for about 10 minutes. It's like usually not a long thought process for them. And so as you are dealing with somebody who has cognitive decline, dementia and Alzheimer's, you have to be kind, you have to be nice, you have to say, how can we work through this together? Can you help me? Can you and I talk about how the grandkids can come or be safe, because we don't want the guns to get in their hands. With my mother, she broke her hip, and so it was pretty quickly that I had to take over some things for her. But she wanted her car, man. She wanted her guns. Like, we still occasionally will hear about, what'd you do with my guns? Where are my guns? She's 82 and not in good health. So if you have someone in your home that has dementia or that has Alzheimer's, or in your family, either they're in an assisted living facility, or they're still trying to live independently until they have to go into some facility like that, just realize that they are unaware really of why they feel the way they do. A lot of times they'll feel anxious, sometimes they'll feel angry, they'll have emotional outbursts depending on what side of the spectrum they're on. But you need to know that their cognitive decline is going to end up being something that will affect their ability where they should not own firearms. Last year, we went through the process of taking my mother's rights away. We are now her custodians. We went through the conservatorship process with her. And, as much as you try to make it somebody else's decision to be able to do the things that they want to do, when they get to a point where their emotions are not stable and their thought processes are not stable and they're unable to do the normal day activities which would keep the safety of the rest of the family in check, you really need to consider what to do with their firearms. Now, we are creating more of a program all the time. We do estate sales and we do consignment sales for guns. We didn't used to do that, but the truth of the matter is it's becoming more and more of a need. There's a lot of baby boomers. They love their guns, and it's a different part of America. I love my guns. I don't have a ton of them. Even though I'm a gun dealer, I don't have a ton of them. But if you're looking for a place to help liquidate, safely sell things, let us know. We're located in Middle Tennessee. I'll put you a link below to our website so you can get there and make any questions that you have. We do this now on a more regular basis, and we would love to help you. We'd love to help you navigate through what's a tough time for families, tough decisions. Do us a favor, would you? Like and subscribe. We care about your family. We care about your family's security, and we really do want to help.